Hey everybody, Jeff Schneider here, and today we're going to talk about tritone substitution. I know I've talked about this before on this channel, but it is such an effective technique, we have got to get into it again, and today I'm not even going to go into the music theory weeds, I want to get right to practical application, so let's jump into it. We're going to take a basic chord progression, C major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G 7. Sounds like this. Sounds pretty on its own, but we're going to make it sound a heck of a lot cooler. By the way, the chord progression here, the analysis is 1, 6, 2, 5. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can take a look at the chord scale charts here. You see we're in the key of C major, and we have the one chord right here, C major 7, A minor 7 is the 6th chord, D minor 7 is the 2 chord, and then G7 is the 5 chord. You can download these charts for free in the link in the description below. I've got them in all 12 keys, major and minor. But back to our chord progression, here's what we're going to do. As I said, I'm not going to get into the music theory weeds. All you have to do is go a half step above each one of the chords. So if we're going to do an A minor 7 for our second chord, what's a half step above A? B flat. So we're going to insert a B flat 7 chord. All of the chords that we insert are going to be some kind of a dominant 7th chord. So we have B flat 7, and then what comes before the D minor 7? Well, what's a half step above D? E flat. So we're going to insert an E flat 7. What's a half step above G? It's going to be A flat. So we have A flat 7. So we have all of these chords. Oh, actually, we can set up this C major as well. So we're going to insert, well, I guess it would be at the end here, D flat 7. Okay, we have to write this out again. Nice and clean. So we have a lot of chords now. This is what it sounds like if I don't do anything special with like extensions and that sort of stuff. So you can already hear, it sounds like it makes sense, right? Even though all of these chords, they're non-diatonic chords, meaning these are chords that you're not going to find on this C major chart right here, but they still sound good because of the voice leading and a whole bunch of other reasons. We're not going to get into it. If you want to learn more about what's going on under the hood, definitely check out my jazz R&B chord accelerator. It's on sale right now just for a few more days. It's all of my best material on how to play more advanced chords in the jazz R&B style. I walk you through everything step by step with assignments along the way so you're understanding and you're able to apply the stuff as you learn it. So check that out, link in the description, but let's get into it. So how do you make these chords sound even better? With extensions. And here's the thing, what's really magical about this is that you can take a melody that's diatonic, you can take a melody that is just using the notes in the C major scale and apply these chords. So let's just do some examples. You guys don't need to hear me talk about it. Let's actually do some examples here. So let's start on the C major 7 voicing like this. All right, that's sounding good. And let's say we want to do like da-da, and we're gonna go to a B flat 7 chord. Well, what's that melody that I just sang? It's a G. So the G is gonna be the 13 on a B flat 7 chord. So maybe we'll play something like this. Back to the C major 7. That's nice. And then let's go like da da da. What is that? Da da da. We can go up to the C. So that's gonna sound like this. And then A minor 7. That's nice. Or we could go ba da ba and go to the B for the A minor 7. Maybe that would sound good. Nice. All right, that's like an A minor 11 chord actually. This B is the 9, and I'm also playing that D in there as the 11. If you didn't notice already, I'm prioritizing melody here. It's really important that as you integrate these funky chords, you have to make sure your melody is still strong. So we have ba da da, and then maybe we go ba da 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 da. All right, we have an A on an E flat 7 chord. An A on an E flat 7 chord, the A is going to be the sharp 11. So we'll do something like this. That's an E flat 9 sharp 11. And then maybe boo boo ba da da. So we're on D minor 7 now, and we've got a G in the melody, so it's going to be some kind of D minor chord, D minor 11. That could work. Or there we go. Da da boo da ba da da da. Okay, now we're on the A flat 7. All I'm doing here, by the way, is singing a melody and then making the chord work underneath. And because we have all of these extensions available to us, because these chords are dominant chords, meaning you can use these sharp 11s, you can use flat 9s, sharp 9s, and a whole bunch of other extensions, sharp 5s. I mean, anything pretty much goes on a dominant 7th chord, which allows you a lot of flexibility. So I can stay within the C major scale and come up with a really, I want to say easy melody, as in it's easy to come up with a melody that sounds good when you're staying in one key. Like, this is a basic melody that you could play on its own and it sounds very singable. And then you add these fancy chords underneath. All right, so we have this E on the A flat 7. It's kind of like a flat 13. So this is A flat 9 with a flat 13. 1, 7, 9, 3, flat 13. Always coming back to that melody. You can hear how singable that is. Maybe do a G7 sus there, or G9 sus. You could do G9. You can see the difference there. The sus has the C, that's the suspended 4, or you could go to the 3rd, which is B. Either way, it's going to sound pretty good. And then ba boo da do da do da. Maybe we go up here for the D flat 7. So we'll do some kind of D flat 7 with the sharp 9. Da da. And we can end on C major. That whole thing sounds like this. As I said, there are so many possibilities, but I wanted to give you the main formula of taking that dominant chord and putting it a half step above the chord you're going to. And if you want a more in-depth walkthrough of how to come up with these voicings and use the different kinds of extensions that are possible on dominant chords especially, as I said, my Jazz R&B Chord Accelerator is on sale right now, and I do walk you through everything step by step so that you understand all of the intricacies of the music theory. But if you want to check out another video in the meantime, you can click right over here, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.